Hi there. This video is for you backcountry campers or intrepid travelers. I know a lot of people have asked me about my equipment, to show some of my equipment, how it's possible to do this. And so I'm going to show you some of my favorite stuff first. And this is my Sierra Zip Stove. Love this thing. It's like a little rocket stove. It works using a little fan and creates a convection current underneath. Very lightweight. Don't need to carry any fuel because it'll burn pretty much anything. So I'm loving this stove. Usually this fan part fits right into here, and then it comes with a set of nesting pots. Right now I've got stuff in the nesting pots, and I have to say the nesting pots are stainless steel, and while theoretically it's a brilliant idea, it has turned out to be not the right pots for cooking over a fire, which is what I'm doing with this. Everything burns and sticks. So the one thing that they could improve on is creating some sort of, like Mountain Safety Research has a beautiful Teflon pots that are coated and really easy to clean. And most of the time I don't have the water or the time to be scrubbing out stained, burnt pots. So I'm actually going to try to look for something and possibly ditch these ones. But it does fit perfectly inside there. There's two of them. And it would be great if they worked, but they don't. So, but anyway, you take out this piece. This piece here, it runs on a AA battery, and then it has a little place for a spare, which is really awesome. And it basically is this little fan, and you turn the handle, and the fan turns on, and then depending on how far you open it, it depends on how much wind is blowing up in there. The one thing that happened with this fan is that because this is really lightweight, super lightweight, the metal on the battery basically works by connecting the two sides, and then you have to have this little piece hitting a piece of metal here. I couldn't get it to work consistently because it was very flimsy and it kept kind of bending, and it was a pain in the rear while I was cooking. So I ended up stuffing a piece of aluminum foil in there in the end, and now it works perfectly. But you know, you might have to futz with it because it's very lightweight. But so what you do is you stick this fan right on the bottom of the stove, and it kind of swivels and hooks on there. And I'm going to turn it so you can see the Sierra, maybe. And for the purposes of this video, I'm going to use a toilet paper tube just to get this thing started really fast. But you can burn anything in it. So we are going to start getting a little fire going in there before we start the fan. You just want to get it heated up a little bit before you start blowing on it through the bottom, through the fan. So, and then here I've got some lovely bark. I found this incredible, this is an old shrine, kind of abandoned. And I'm laying here, and there's this smell, this sweet smell. And I'm like, this peppery smell, and I just loved it. And I'm laying in a hammock under this tree, and I look up, and there's these berries, and I'm thinking, those look just like peppercorns. And, you know, I had no idea that peppercorns grew on trees. And so I took one down, and I tasted it, and I realized, oh my God, this is the most delicious pepper. I've been chewing on peppercorns all day. And the great news is that I just so happen to have some potatoes. So I'm about to make potatoes with pink, you should see these things. Gorgeous pink peppercorns. I'm taking some for the road too. So I got that burning, and I turned the fan on low to get it started to burn a little hotter. And basically you can throw in bark, twigs, whatever you can find that burns, anything. And there's just tons of stuff here to burn. This is just incredibly easy. Really an incredible treat for me to have the time. I'm waiting for a room in San Francisco, so I had to stop early because I'm actually just outside of the city. And then I come upon this wonderful shrine. So look, I'm just stuffing twigs in there, and now I'm going to turn it up to high. Now that it's gotten going. Now it comes with a wind screen that you can use to control the direction of the smoke. And I highly recommend that, except for that it was really heavy and it broke a little bit and didn't work right, and so I abandoned it. I would think that what they should try to do is make one a little lighter, but here you go, we're already burning. I'm going to stick this hot water on here, stick this water on here to heat. In general, you can heat up a cup of water in about 2 minutes for a cup of coffee or something like that. And when it gets going a little bit more, I got my potatoes here, and yeah, it's a little smoky because I don't have the windscreen. If you use the windscreen, it's going to be much better. But this thing has just been really wonderful to have for those times when I actually have the energy and am inspired to cook. And tomorrow I realized that with these pink peppercorns, I'm going to make oats. I happen to have peaches with me. Oats, peaches, and pink peppercorn. And I know you can't see me right now, but I think you get the idea. Okay, love ya. Talk soon.